It's time for me to do my radio show, and I've been trying to make a little music, intro music for it, so I made an instrument. The only thing I could kind of play was my harmonicas. I could play harmonicas. I got so I could play harmonicas at one point, but I made this because I was trying to make an electric harmonica. An electric harmonica exists. It uses not to pick up. It had been an old idea of mine that I just started trying to do, and then I got these. I ended up with some PGO cable, and then I ended up with a magnetic cable, and so now I'm gonna try and make a bass. It works best as a drum. I've been working on my production value. A little light on my face. I mean, I used to do this stuff professionally, but it was with a crew, and that helped, you know. Whereas working on things together and had all the right equipment, like C-stands and all like that. But what my radio show is you know, it's my read feed. So it's dependent on the feed I get, which I really don't have a whole lot of friends. My wife told me last night that, I've been trying to make new friends because I just was busy being in the hospital a lot. And then I changed a lot of habits. I still got one bad habit. I picked it up again. Anyway, one bad habit isn't too bad. Overall, it's been a good week for America and for President Obama. Confederate flags were taken down. The Supreme Court saved the Affordable Care Act and equal marriage rights. That was my, I don't know, it kind of gets me up a little bit. Anyway, yeah, tick, 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 tock. Anyway, overall, it's been a good week, he says. The law, I say in my essay, is ethical and fair, and I talk about innocence and commitment in my essay. President Obama sings Amazing Grace. Well, you know, he can sing. That guy can sing and play basketball, and he's president. Dear idiots from Mother John, dear idiots, of course the Civil War was about slavery. They ought to say slave labor. Grow up, they say. Are we still yammering about whether the Civil War was about slavery, really? Slave labor. Northern working freemen did not want to compete in the new territories with slave labor. Why go west? Go west, young man, to become what? A slave owner or compete with slave labor? You know, I mean, if there had to be a war about it, really too bad. Do Confederate monuments hold a different meaning from the Confederate battle flag? That's discussed on the state of things. Of course, these goddamn monuments, which offend me mightily, being as I don't believe you should get a monument put up for you. You know, I don't think the Nazis deserve monuments. You know, monuments mean to most people that there was something honorable about what you wasted your life on. Well, you don't waste your life on those things that are worth, you know, sacrificing your life for. That's not a waste. It's a waste of your life to commit yourself to the wrong ideals, which is what I got out of Faulkner's Absalom. Scott Walker and 4 other GOP presidential hopefuls are perfectly happy to let the Confederate flag fly. Well, fuck them. All right. neighbors, my dear friends, family's news is always important to me. Adrienne Ada Heddy decorated the Bowen Lake ticket booth for July 4th. I will be face painting and renting boats for fishing derby. There will be a chicken barbecue, and it shows a picture of this ticket booth. They're all in the family were growing up to be artists. Women go for 20, get 10. They get the $10 bill. Who to put on there? I hadn't even thought about it much. I'd like to put Susan Sarandon on there. Not all churches are unhappy about yesterday's historic decision. What do Christians think about the Supreme Court marriage equality ruling? Will conservative Christians really be forced to perform gay marriages now? No, they won't. Tough, maybe they'll lose money on rejecting marrying these people. It's one way that the priests make a little extra money, Many are shocked by the size of the crowd. I hope the guy that married my wife and I got what he felt was fair or beyond fair. He deserved it. Bishop Curry actually approved the special service I did, combining the I Ching and the readings from the Bible, the normal service. It was considered a special service, and I wanted to do more of them. It'd take a while. They take longer than you think they do. They take about an hour and a half. I had to rush through mine, but the I Ching answered that it was time of decrease, and there's certainly been enough suffering around here. It got so bad, my wife had to put me in the nursing home for a while. I was trying my harmonica. See there, I'm trying my harmonica. I need to make my own soundtrack because I don't have rights to anybody else's music. One of my films uses Pig Meat, Mark Beat, Pig Meat by Pink Floyd, and I don't have rights to the thing. Rights for Hellbound Train were given me by the manager for the band, which I need to say the name of. Anyway, NPR said my feed is just boring. It's all this stuff about, I told you, and then there's all their other TV things. My own page, Russell Scott Day page, is pretty good these days. You can friend me. Like I said, I don't have enough friends. If somebody becomes U.S. State Senator, I'm going to need a lot of friends. My wife tells me the committee's got to have control of $100,000. I was just aiming for the filing fee next February, which would be about $4,000, because the job pays $370,000 a year for life. I'm going to be using the paycheck to pay for AIDS to get me to vote, because I'm not in great shape. My health is just not great. I'm old and I'm tore up. Sorry about that, but I'd do pretty good if I had a staff to take care of me and get me there for the votes. I can do a lot of reading on my own. Capitalism, I'll put in a word for. I tried to tell the president he needs get Yves Smith. I'm probably not saying her name right. He needs to get her to advise her. I advise him about what to do about TPP, which is corporate, and it's like a nightmare for Americans. Well, I'll be recording more as I make another instrument. I don't know how long I've been going on. I should drop in on LinkedIn. I go to LinkedIn and Facebook and my email, and I ask a lot of questions and I read a lot. I read good books too. My reading list of 2000 is in my book Poor Buzz and Stories from Mornings for My Daughter, which is my political book, really. I call it Jazz Composition of a Book. And I found an essay I ought to put in it, really. I just found this. It was one of the three. Started with the personal histories. Tyler Mulligan at the Associate Public Law and Government at School of Government, University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill, I've met. And it says, what Supreme Court's decision means for the future of fair housing. Fair housing is what you want. You have to have a surplus of housing to have fair housing. Only building in the modular way will supply the need fast enough on the most expensive land, meaning that I can bring it in at a lower price. LinkedIn, that's LinkedIn. I was glad to see. I met Tyler Mulligan, and he agreed with me that, well, he didn't want to just say it outright, but I've come to the conclusion that in the area around here, either through inattention or by design, zoning laws amount to redlining. I need to get off the air now and get off this program because I'm running out of time.